Today we're talking about the 2.0 update to the Slate VSX headphone system. Now, I'm probably a little bit behind on this because this update came out about 2 months ago. Now, the truth is these headphones are actually hard to get, so really 2.0 for you guys that are ordering these now, since these have been back ordered forever, is actually going to be probably your first version. So what I'm doing in this video is I'm going to let you guys know my 3 favorite updates in this new version. And if you guys want to know what they are, stick around after this introduction. Welcome everybody, I'm Dan Spencer and I am the Audio Sorcerer. So this is the channel where I teach you how to perfect your audio recording, mixing, and mastering skills. So before we get to the video, make sure you guys smash that like button. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell to know when I have new videos coming out. So without further ado, today we're talking about the update to the Slate VSX. So this is update 2.0, and there are some great features added into this update. And I'm going to talk about my top 3 favorite features in this video. Now, for you guys that don't know, this was my top pick for the best product of 2020. I use it for all of my mixes and all my mastering projects. I absolutely love it. And I've done a few videos on it so far. So if you guys want to see my initial video review on it, I have a link popping up in the top right corner where I go over a lot of it in detail, including an unboxing. So definitely check that out after this video. So the first item of 3 that we're going to look at is the new HD Linear 2 profile that they created. So let's dig into that now. Alright, so I got the Slate VSX plugin open here, and as you can see, I got the HD Linear profile selected. And now you can see at the bottom we have an option between HD Linear 1 and HD Linear 2. So HD Linear 1 is the original, and HD Linear 2 is the new one. Now, there is no manual that I can find, at least an updated manual from Slate, in my account or even online that tells you anything about the difference between HD Linear 1 and 2. So in the forums, a lot of the audiophiles talking, their opinion seems to be on HD Linear 2 that it's a little bit more natural sounding, that there maybe it's a little bit more high end in it, it's a little less dull sounding, and that there is maybe some crosstalk in there, and that kind of helps it sound more natural. So again, these are people's opinions on what they're hearing. I guess we'll have to wait for a new manual from Slate to actually know exactly what the difference between the two is. However, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play a song and switch between the 2 profiles here. And what I recommend doing is if you guys have a good pair of headphones, listen to this here. Now, you're not going to get the exact same thing because you don't have the Slate headphones, but it's a good, listen experiment still if you have good headphones to see what the difference between these 2 profiles is, because you're still going to hear somewhat of a difference, okay? So let's give it a listen. Alright, cool. So let me know in the comment section below what differences you guys think you heard between HD Linear 1 and HD Linear 2. Alright, so let's move on to my next favorite update in this 2.0 version, which is the addition of the ear profile. Alright, so in the top left corner here, we have the new addition ear profile. And we have 3 options underneath it. We have profile 1, we have the average profile, and then we have profile 2. To learn about what these do, we can go to the gear icon over on the right here, click on that, go down to view VSX walkthrough, and then click launch, and then we'll hit got it. Now, this here describes what they do. If you go to the bottom here, it says that if you have a smaller ear canal opening, you'll hear more upper mid-range frequencies. move the slider to the right for a flatter sound. So that's going to be profile 2 if you have a smaller ear canal opening. Now, if you have a larger opening, you'll hear less upper mid-range frequencies, so move the slider to the left for a flatter sound, and that's going to be profile 1. Now you're probably wondering, well, how can I determine what size my ear canal is? Well, if we hit the next button here, you're going to see that there's a little description here. So you can actually use Apple earbuds. So if you have a medium or small ear canal, the earbuds will fit snugly and you'll hear a lot of bass. If you have a larger ear canal opening, they'll fit somewhat loosely and you'll hear less bass. The best way to determine your ear profile setting is by listening to a lot of familiar reference material with all 3 ear profile settings to see what sounds best. If you're not sure, just leave the slider at the default setting. So that's what I recommend doing. If you can't tell, just leave it on average. That's where I leave it at. I'm pretty sure I have normal ears, but yeah, I just leave it on average anyway, okay? So let me close out of this here. So what we're gonna do now is I'm going to play the same song here, and I'm gonna let you guys hear it on all 3 different profiles under the ear profile, and then you can hear what the differences are, and we'll go from there. So let's give it a listen. All right, cool. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of those 3 options under the ear profile, and let me know what differences you heard between them. So with that being said, we're going to move on to the last feature in this video, which is the addition of Steven Slate's personal mix room. All right, so this is Steven Slate's personal mix room here, and you'll see that we got the Raven set up for the touch screens, and then you got the additional sidecars. This is the actual desk, and there's pretty dope. It's actually pretty similar to what I got. Actually, it'll be exactly what I got because I just ordered those sidecars. They just haven't come in yet. Now, of course, what makes this what it is not just that, but it's the actual monitoring systems that he has in there. He's got 3. So for his actual near field, he has a mono speaker, which is a Aurotone, and this is the only mono speaker that is in this VSX plugin here. So this is kind of cool. So we actually can monitor a realistic mono speaker. So I'm really digging that. And then for our midfields, we have the Barefoot MM27s. And then for the far fields, we have the PMC IBS 1S, okay? So that's what we got in his system here. So I will tell you that out of all the studios in here, that this honestly sounds the best. It sounds amazing. Now I understand it's, you know, his name on it, so it makes sense, but I've listened to the other studios hardcore. I use them in referencing when I'm mixing and mastering records. And there are some really good ones in here, but this one definitely takes the cake. And I'm gonna let you hear all 3 of these profiles here. Now keep in mind the near field mono speaker sounds like crap because it's a mono speaker and that's the point, but it's great for checking your mix in mono in a room scenario. So like I said, I'm gonna let you hear the same song here on all 3 of the monitoring systems. Again, without the Slate headphones, you won't be able to hear it exactly, but you'll get a gist of what they can do. Again, just using your own personal headphones here for this listening experiment. So with that being said, let's give it a listen. right, cool. So again, let me know in the comment section below which of those 3 profiles is your favorite. I'll tell you my personal favorite. I actually like the far fields. I tend to like the far fields the best on most of these modeled speaker systems. I like the space. When I want something a little bit closer, well, closer in general, I just enjoy using the HD linear. I do all of my mixing in the HD linear profiles because I want to be mixing in a flat setting. And then I use these studios to reference along with some of the other profiles like the car stereos and the boombox and things like that. All right. So those are my 3 favorite additions to the new 2.0 update to the Slate VSX headphone system. So I hope you guys liked this video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe because I'll be making this content for you, and hit that notification bell to know when I have new videos coming out. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later, and peace out.